today we're going to put in back motor mount, the rear motor mount, all my coolant hose, radiator adapter sensor, the sensors on the other one in the front, so I'm going to take that out and put it in there. Normally I talk about it a little bit before I start. I'm going to jack up the vehicle, drain the coolant, so I'm replacing the radiator as well today too. So I'm going to take this sensor and put it in that one. I'm going to remove this intake. I'm going to replace every one of these hoses. 1, 2, 3, 4, this red one, and 5. And the motor mount is down there. So while I have all this apart, might as well just do that motor mount instead of fixing everything back and then later on putting on the motor mounts is going to be kind of tough. So while I have all those hoses disconnected, I'm just going to put it on. Save me the headache later on because I still got to replace this motor mount, the one at the bottom, and the one at the bottom down there as well. So I disconnected my reservoir, so I'll put it over there in my box or whatever. Took out the hose. I had a negative pole going towards my adapter sensor down here. There's the positive that goes into the gauge. Take that out of here. I'm going to take out the retainer screw for the bracket that keeps the radiator in place. 10mm. I'm going to paint it just looking at it. I'm going to sand it down real quick and drop it on the cardboard box. Then I'm going to remove the upper radiator hose and the clamp back here. Let's go over that again. The clamp back there to remove the lower radiator hose, just to pull it out from here and raise it straight up and out by taking out this one as well. And that's it so far for the radiator. Right now it's draining. I unplugged the fan already. With the clip right here, you just squeeze and pull up. Just squeeze and pull up. And I have to do my little wire tapping stuff. Alright, I had a little bit of tedious stuff to work out. So pretty much I take out the lower radiator hose, the top one, and pushed it back and popped it right out. What else? My intake, pull that out, pull the mass airflow sensor harness wire out. Had to raise up my strut bar to get the ram intake out of there. I'm looking at this, I'm thinking if I should put in the new one now while I'm right here as well, because it seems like it's really clear. There's nothing in the way. So I guess 2 in one day, huh? That one and that one. Possibly could do that one down there. Let's see. I'm looking at this this strut right here for the reservoir, the overflow reservoir for the radiator coolant. Thinking about painting that as well, because it's really rusty. I mean, might as well paint it now. Once I get out of here, I'm not coming back in here. So I'm just looking at those things little bit by little bit. These two boots right here always stick to the radiator. So they're at the bottom here. You just take a flathead screwdriver, pry it in there, and pop it out. Both of them. Look how rusted that is. I'm doing the fan as well. I have a fan attached to the new radiator. Alright, I'm trying to clean up some stuff here. So I just took this one out, this one. I gotta take this one out, and down here I gotta take these two out. I already take this cable that goes to the knob inside. It just slips out of here real easy. It's not that hard. 10mm screw on the wall to take this bracket off. But I'm only going to take the bracket off after I take this hose off, the short hose, the real short one. This clamp right here holds the cable in place, so you just stick the cable in, clamp it up and it clips in place. So you just take a pliers or something and just lift it up over the clip and it stays there. Pretty much that's it. So take these two off, pull it out. This one is the U, so you take this out. It's really tough if I don't remove this. I'm trying not to. I want to try and twist this and get it out of here. And I gotta clean this up. It's pretty bad. I mean, all the heads I'm gonna try and clean up. I'm gonna relocate my O2 sensor, my second O2 sensor, and kind of like push it downwards or something, which I can't move too much, but I want it to go downwards. So I'm gonna remove this wire right here and let it drop, and put all the coolant holes above it instead of this on top of it. So this is just gonna rest down here and just loop and go in there. So if water touches it, it wouldn't just drain down there, it will just loop and drip down. Alright, a lot of mess I'm making here, but I'm getting it done. So I'll clean those things up. I'm still painting. Let me give you a little view of that real quick. Ta-da! So I'm just gonna, I keep just touching up every time I get a little chance and I remember that they're here, because sometimes I forget that they're here. Just keep touching up every time. Alright, it got personal. Those two back there did not want to let go at all. So I pretty much had to cut it. I didn't want it to in case, one of the coolant holes that goes there don't fit properly. I try to make sure I have the backup so I can drive my car tomorrow. Today being Sunday. O'Reilly's will be open, but the point of the matter is I want to make sure I have all the right coolant holes. And I don't want to spend extra money for something that I should have saved. But so I got out this. Well, this one is right here. It goes down to. It goes up here. So it loops down and comes up here. So that goes in there. This one back here is a U shape, comes right up here. This one goes all the way down there. And this one goes to the, where did I put you? To the heater core valve. That faces this way. So open, close, open, close. So the cable goes around here. And that's about it for that. The short one goes back here. Well, I'll continue talking. Pretty much I removed the battery and all that stuff. As I say, it got personal, so I put one foot over there, put the other foot up here, one foot there, and like sat in the engine. And I used my compressor tool to actually get this bolt off first. As I broke it loose, I jacked up the engine down there with a 2x4 and took the bolt out. Then took these three out. So this one here is a 17 millimeter, the one that goes right through. And the three screws, the three bolts at the bottom is a 14 millimeter. And took it out. So this is it, 14. And the 17 for the middle. So it goes in like this. So that's it, the three bolts. Well, 4 bolts I should say. So there's the new one. Yes, I reinforced it. Nothing's wrong with this one. Nothing at all. So this one is fine. But if I'm replacing one, I'm replacing all. So I'm going to replace every one of them. I bought the whole set, so. Okay, put NICs on each one of these bolts. because antifreeze went down, at the bottom there. Try to blow it out, but antifreeze, it corrodes after a while. So if the antifreeze went into the hole where these bolts go, you know what's going to happen when I'm ready to take it out or exchange them or whatever, swap engines or whatever it is. It's going to be seized in there pretty well. So anti-seize will prevent that from happening. Alright, so I'm going to put this back in, screw it down, and go along our merry way. There we go. Put it in by hand by screwing it in, and then I'll start tightening them down. So, see y'all then. It's really difficult to turn this one, only because of the space for the ratchet. It's not that much, so it's one click. It takes a very long time. 3 bolts are back in. I just dropped the engine from off the jack. So I'm gonna jack up this side and take out this one, so replace that one and the one right underneath here. So all the transmission mounts on this side. Okay, so it's 17 millimeter bolt all the way around. Here. You go down to the bottom. There's one here and one right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you take it out. This is it. Has a dent on it. That's how it looks. This one is perfectly fine as well. But you know me, I'm gonna exchange it. I exchanged this one already. Alright, little bottom view here. After you put this 3 in, you could jack it up, lower it down, try to figure it out. So normally I use a ratchet 17. The regular socket wrench could go up here. This one up here, the motor mount, you have to remove this. Yeah, I know. I was hoping I don't. Could probably push this somehow and just reach up in there. There's no other holes to reach up in there, so I guess I'll just move it. So I'll put in this one, screw that in. This one goes into here. I'm not putting that on yet. I'm trying to get this in first with a little ratchet and 10 millimeter bolt, as I said. To the housing, to the firewall. They're not easy to get. This one with the screw, I have to face it that way over there. So I can put a screwdriver here, right here. There's 8 millimeter. Put that in, faced it that way, and screwed it in. Same as the top. Well, if you got to keep using it, switching tools is not a straight shot. So those who record and do these videos, y'all should know what I'm talking about. You can't show every single thing. You have to jump a couple steps and then explain it after, only because it takes time to do them. And when you're in the motion of doing it, you're not thinking about putting a camera on and recording it. You just got to do it and get over with it and try to explain it as best as you can to the person who is looking at the video. Even when you're looking it over, you got to make sense to yourself. But yeah, got that in. It's really easy. This could always move, so you put the cable there, you clamp it back on. I clamped this on to the housing, to the valve, before I stuck it in here, because you can't really work with it like that. So this is pretty sturdy. Now I'm just going to put the other one up here. Just going to show you how easy they are just to install up here, but down there is like harder. Right here is just, it's really, really simple. Right there. Right there. Have my screw facing towards me so I can tighten it. as well as this one at the bottom. Have it facing that way. I'll make sure and push it all the way in as far as it could go. This is already tightened. Just gotta tighten that and put this one onto here. As I say, it's not that hard anymore. The hard part is already gone. So there we are, it's already on. I use an 8mm socket, box end wrench, and tighten that on. Tighten it down right there. Then have the lower radiator. Put this back, don't forget that. Put that back up there. Even though the other one is in the way, you just put it as far as you can down to the bottom. You don't want any leaks because you really don't want to come back and do this. And you put that on there really tight. As I said before, when my back hurts, this is what I do. I sit in the engine. Just like this, and work on stuff. To reach all the way in here, you gotta really bend. And I don't feel like doing that.